I hear members saying that it's made up, that it's not true. Anybody that worked in healthcare or works in the government, anyone that wants to try to advance knows that it is true and that it's a serious challenge. Personal friends of mine, family of mine, have left not just in healthcare but in different jobs and in different positions have left the province because they can't work here. So this fear mongering that we saw this morning from the opposition sides and yesterday morning is frustrating because it's just that, it's fear mongering, and there's no reason why we can't have a bilingual system and everybody be served in their language of choice to apply and comply to all the rules and still not have 100% of the jobs that are bilingual like we have now. So we have to find a balance, and I think it can be easily done.
So there is nurses who can't work because they're not bilingual in New Brunswick?
Absolutely. And not only that they can't work, they can work casual, but they can't get up to they can't promote, they can't go to the next level, they can't work in a different area, they can't work in a different department. If you have a casual nurse or even a full-time nurse that's been there for 20 years now wants to work in CCU, they can't promote to a different department because they can do fine in where they are, but they can't promote to a different department because of language. I've seen friends of mine, even francophone friends of mine, that their English is really, really good. Their English is as good as mine, but they fail the test. So they can't, we've lost different nurses in different departments because they can't speak enough of the language. So it's very unfortunate, and people are leaving. I've had friends of mine, and since even being in here, I've had people come out and send emails, and I encourage that. A lot of people are afraid to send emails or to speak out because our job's dependent on it, and I can attest to that. We heard it from the paramedics, we hear it from the nurses. You're not allowed to speak about it. You're not allowed to bring it up. And if you do, and I've been there, you're physically hauled in and said, like, this can't happen. So when people say, nobody's talking about it, that's why, because we're not allowed to talk about it. I can name you dozens off the top of my head, and I can show you dozens more that have been reaching out that I don't even know across the province. And it's sad because these people are very good at what they do. People are getting, hired for the wrong reasons. They will literally go down the list, and if you're not bilingual, then they will skip you no matter how many years experience you have. So it's really unfortunate. We've had it here in the legislature as well. So it's really unfortunate, and there's got to be a balance where we can find the right people for the right jobs and do it in the right way. Yeah, any reason that we can have, any reason that nurses are leaving is a significant reason. We need every nurse that we can get. And I think that their pay, they've been without a contract for almost 3 years now. They're frustrated. I left the hospital 3 years ago when I came to this. They were frustrated and exhausted then with working conditions, with pay, with the lack of being able to come to an agreement with the government and with their unions for a contract. So that all has to be looked at, and just as important as the language.